you just go to Upwork, OLJ, JobStreet, and LinkedIn. But if you just want to say, if you want to focus on project-based output or work, then you can also create a profile on Fiverr. Okay. And then, yeah, utilize the different social media platforms that you have. That's when we talk about, or that's what creating a professional online presence is. Okay. And then the nice thing, if when you start creating Facebook pages and Instagram profiles, the clients are the ones who are approaching you. As long as you just make sure that you optimize the search engine SEO, make sure that you use SEO whenever you post any content on your different social media platforms. Okay. Next thing is establishing a dedicated workspace. This is very important, just like a small office for your home, so that you can focus on work and focus on what you're doing. Next one, I already mentioned about this, is understanding time zones. Okay, this is very important because we are targeting foreign clients so that we can earn more. Okay, so understand time zones, especially when it comes to meetings and Google Calendar or calendar management. Next, I love this number 5, networking. It says join relevant online platforms. This one that we have here, oh my God, thank you for 3,000 viewers on TikTok. Thank you so much. 3,000 viewers on TikTok. Hello, everybody. And hello to our Facebook 353 Facebook viewers. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy that you are all here. Okay, so next is networking. When people started asking me, how did I find my client? Because remember, I left the agency that I was working in before and start looking for a direct client. Did I use OLJ? Did I use Upwork? Of course, I optimized all of my social media platforms when I started looking for a direct client. But what gave me a lot of interviews and a lot of referrals are my network. Okay? So that's when I realized that network is very important as a virtual assistant if you want to look for good clients. So how will you start networking? Just like this, a lot of virtual assistants are going live on TikTok, live on Facebook. So you can start joining their lives. You can either join and really join the live and co-work with them, or you can just start commenting, because a lot of content creators like me who are going live on TikTok, we really engage with our viewers. When they comment, we remember who is usually or who are always on our live and all of those things. And then look for creators, virtual assistant creators like me, who have Discord channels. Okay. There are a lot of people who have joined my Discord channel just this year that we've already helped in terms of connecting with our clients. Okay. So networking is very important. Why? Because, for example, you network with me. You joined my Discord channel, which is I'm always there every day from 7 p.m. until 7 in the morning. I'm always on my Discord channel. Okay, so when you network, you hang out in my Discord channel, we talk on a daily basis, I get to know what you're doing, you showed me what your portfolio is and all of those things. And then when a client approaches me and asks me, hey, is there somebody who's looking for work? Who else am I going to turn to? I'm going to turn to somebody who I already know, who I've already seen I already know what your characteristic is, what your personality is. I can identify if you're someone that's who is very professional. Then I can refer you to my client. And that's what other people would also do for you when you build your network. Okay? So start joining lives, start joining communities through Facebook, through Instagram, through Discord, and then you can start building your own community of virtual assistants wherein you can start helping each other out. Okay, so it's really, really very important. Networking right now is very important. Just to give you an idea, even clients that I've worked with, networking for them is very important because their network can be their investor. Their network can provide them with money. So even if you are a VA and you've worked with a C-level executive, you would know that they always keep in touch with their network. They have like a database of all of the people they talked to before. They have the LinkedIn profile. They know who they can reach. So network is really very important in this type of industry. Next is you have to understand your basic pricing. So you're gonna ask, how I'm new in this industry. I just came from a corporate world, or I don't have experience in being a virtual assistant. How much do I have to charge? Okay. Right now, I can say safely $5 per hour is a starting rate. Okay, especially if you are someone who has experience in any type of industry before. I don't like hearing people approaching me saying I don't have experience as a virtual assistant, and then while I talk to them, they have experience as a nurse, they have experience as a call center agent, they have experience in different type of fields. So that experience is what we call your transferable skills. You may not have experience as a virtual assistant, but you do have experience in different fields that you can transfer your skills virtually. Okay, that's the only difference. You already have the skill, you already have the experience, you just have to transfer them in a virtual setting. Okay, so that's what, stop that mentality that just because you don't have experience as a virtual assistant, you feel like you have zero experience anymore. If you have experience in any type of work, that's already an experience for you. So you can bank on that. You can already include that in your resume, and then just identify your transferable skills. Okay. And then basic pricing. $5 per hour is starting rate. That's really good, and based on the type of work that we do as a virtual assistants, that's the worth it. That's a worth it type of rate, $5 an hour. If you feel like you're for $2 or $3, I don't really encourage that, because that's already lowballing. And what's this? When they pay you lower than $5, you will feel like this is just the amount of work that I'm going to do because I'm only paid $2 or $3 per hour. Aside from being paid $5 per hour, your mindset will change into thinking that my client is paying me this much, then I have to produce quality work because I need to show my client that what he's paying me, what he or she is paying me is worth it. Okay? So the type of pay that you set will also help the way you work for your client. But on top of that, another thing that I need you guys to understand, or I want you guys to push, is instead of an hour for an hourly rate, always try to close a deal with the client on a monthly rate instead of hourly. Okay, a fixed monthly rate. For example, for 1 month, where's my calculator? Hold on. So let's say you're starting at $5 per hour and full-time is 160 hours a month. So that's $5 times 160, that's $800. Okay? So you can charge $800 for 1 month of work starting. And then if you already have an experience, let's say after 6 months, you have experience, and you can increase your rate to 1,000, 1,200, 1,500. But you can safely start full-time 800. If it's going to be part-time, you can do 400, 450, or 500. So yeah, it's better to do it on a monthly basis. Why? Because you don't have to put in like hours, put in submit timesheet, something like that. So it's easier for both you and your client if you do it at a per monthly basis. Next thing to establish yourself as a VA is always invest in professional development. We do have paid courses that you can enroll in, just like this one, the paid version of this free webinar. You can enroll in after our webinar today. We will provide you with discounts, so stay in up until the end of this webinar so that you know the discounts that you can get for the online course version of this webinar. And then you can also check in free resources in different platforms such as YouTube or TikTok. But it's always very important that you upskill. Okay? Like for me, I'm upskilling right now, continuously learning about ClickUp,
our
continuously
free
learning
learning
about
center.
Fireflies.
So if you want to
I
learn
just
how to
discovered
become a
new
virtual
tool called Vimcal, which is an amazing tool for calendar management. And I'm trying to learn about that as well because it will help me with calendar management for my client. It's a powerful tool. So you always have to invest in learning and upskilling, because if not, you're not going to improve in being a virtual assistant, especially since there are so many new tools that are being invented every day. And last but definitely not the least is to know your market. Later on, we'll dive into the different types of specialties that you can explore as a virtual assistant so that you can learn how, or so that you can understand what knowing how to market yourself in your specific specialty. Okay? Okay, I already have a list of the questions that you posted on the chat box, so we'll get into that. We just have, I think, a few more slides for... Ba't nawalan ako ng isang slide? Okay, so I don't know what happened to that other slide. Okay, but one of the things that we are supposed to be in here was... Did I miss it? Okay, was the different type of specialties that you can take as a virtual assistant. Okay, so the different types of virtual assistant specialties or niches that you can focus on, because I mentioned the industry trend right now for you to attract clients and for you to set yourself apart from your competition of virtual assistants is that you need to have hyper specialization. Okay? When we talk about hyper specialization, for example, especially in the Philippines, there are a lot of people who came from the nursing or who finished nursing, but you're having a hard time looking for work as a nurse. So you can dive into becoming a medical virtual assistant. We have agencies like MedVA or HelloRaish. If you don't want to join an agency, that you can directly look for clients in Yelp and look for dentist clinics, what else? Different clinics or hospitals or that you can apply to as a medical virtual assistant. We also have hyper specialization in medical specifically for veterinary VAs. So if you have background in veterinary, you finished veterinary school, then you can apply to veterinary clinics. You can look for vet clinics in Google Maps and Instagram and Yelp and start sending your portfolios to them or your profile. So those are what we call hyper specialization. Another thing, for example, me, as an executive virtual assistant, it's not enough that I just tell my client, oh, I'm good in inbox management, I'm good in travel management. No matter how many years I've been working, there might be somebody else who can market themselves better and say that I'm also great in inbox management and calendar management, but they have marketed themselves better compared to how I was marketing myself. So the client will be attracted to them because we have the same portfolio. We have the same specialty, which is inbox, calendar, travel, which is very basic already as an executive virtual assistant. So how am I going to market myself? I'm going to tell the client that I do all of these things, but I am also a ClickUp specialist. I create SOPs, or I'm good at creating standard operating procedures, right? I'm good in communicating with investors, Okay? Or I'm good at grant writing, right? Because grants right now in the US are very important for businesses because grants will provide them with investors to give them money. So you can try to look at more specialties or upskill yourself into a better virtual assistant. Like right now, for me to was this be different from other executive virtual assistants, I enrolled myself in Google project management course. Okay? Because I want to also improve myself as an operations manager. Okay? So I enrolled myself in a project management course so that I can upskill and show the client that, hey, I just don't do basic inbox or calendar management, since every executive virtual assistant is doing that. But I am also certified in project management. I am certified in ClickUp. I know how to do automations in ClickUp. Plus, I also know how to write standard operating procedures. So you need to be able to hyper specialize your skills. Identify your transferable skills from your previous experience, or just look for something that you are interested in. Like medical, what else? If you have a background in legal, you can be a legal virtual assistant. What else? Social media managers. Now, when you want to become a social media manager, you can also hyper specialize. For example, I'm a social media manager targeting the beauty industry. I'm a social media manager targeting veterinary practices, right? Like that. So you just try to, it's going to be tricky or challenging when it comes to identifying what your specialization is, but you have to try to do that so that you can set yourself apart from your competition. Okay, perfect. So those are all of the presentation that we have for this 1 hour session. I want to leave the last 10 minutes to answer your questions. I have here the questions. Hold on. Let's answer them one by one. Okay, first up, why is it very hard to look for a client, especially if you are a starting VA, even if you already enrolled in different courses? First is there's a lot of competition already. Okay? When I say there's a lot of competitions, a lot of clients, I have this one client who talked to me and said that asking me to refer a virtual assistant to this client. So he mentioned that we posted an opening for an executive virtual assistant. We received hundreds of applicants in less than an hour after posting the job opening. But as they went through all of those portfolios, profiles, they just got less than 20 who are qualified. And this is an entry-level position. Okay? Meaning, they're not looking for somebody really who has years of experience as a virtual assistant. They were really also catering to those who doesn't have virtual assistant experience. Okay, so they said that less than 20 were qualified. Just looking at their resumes, just looking at the answers in their application. Application form. Okay, so they said that there are a lot of aspiring virtual assistants, but not a lot of qualified VAs. Okay, so you have, if you're having a hard time looking for a client, clients are also having a hard time looking for a virtual assistant. So like I mentioned, you have to be able to create a good portfolio and profile that can attract the clients that you are targeting. Okay, try to also include in your portfolio the different courses that you took so that you can also bank on that. Next, do virtual assistants or do clients prefer VAs with experience? It really depends. Most virtual assistant agencies would prefer those who have experience, but if you're looking for if it's a direct client, as long as you are able to market yourself well, you're good in communicating well, you impressed your client in the interview, which is during the interview, then there is a possibility that even if you don't have a virtual assistant experience, you can get hired. One example is I interviewed an aspiring virtual assistant, did not have any VA experience before, still studying, didn't have any work experience before, but he enrolled in a course and learned the skills and the tools. And when we had, or when we provided him with different scenarios during the interview, he was able to really stand out from the other applicants who had virtual assistant experiences. And that person was hired and still working with a client right now. Okay, so you just have to learn how to market yourself. Next, can we use our background from our previous account? Yes, from the call center industry. Yes, you can definitely use that. How will you use that? You can highlight customer service. You can highlight that you know how to communicate with foreigners. And then just identify your transferable skills from your call center experience. Do I need to fill out W-8 Ben if it's with a direct client? If your client requires you to fill out a W-8 Ben, that's fine. But if you have your own BIR or you have your own DTI, then I don't think you need to have W-8 Ben. But if your client is filing their taxes in that way, then you can do that. You can sign in a W-8 Ben. Your English is so good. How long would it take for me to get there? Just practice. Practice every day. Stop talking in Tagalog. If you are someone who's from the Philippines, if this question came in from someone who's from the Philippines, try to look at Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao grew up in the slums, doesn't know how to speak English, but when he started to focus on becoming a senator and a politician, they all practiced, and now he's really good in his communication skills. So don't stop, just practice. What niche is not saturated? This is a great question. What niche is not saturated? PPC or pay-per-click, Facebook ads, and SEO. A lot of clients are approaching me right now looking for VAs who are good in, who have a background in pay-per-click and SEO. Okay, so that's a niche that's not saturated yet. You can also look at bookkeeping. That's not saturated. And what else? Marketing. There are a lot of social media managers, but there are very few social media marketers. So if you have a background in social media management, try to level up as a social media marketer. When we say social media marketer, you don't just look at posting, or you don't just focus on posting. You are actually strategizing for your client. Okay? When you're a marketer, you also look at ads. So that's that's a niche that's not yet saturated compared to executive virtual assistant and general VAs. Do you think I can have a client with my phone? Do you think I can have a client with my phone type of CV sample face to face? Sorry for this question, I don't understand the question. So I'll hop on to the next question. Excuse me. What's the best way to protect your accounts or documents? Use Google Drive, SharePoint for Outlook, and Dropbox. And then use VPN regularly, especially when you are purchasing something for your client. And then this is going to be biased because I've been using MacBook for years, but MacBooks are less susceptible to being to getting viruses compared to Windows. Well, I'm not sure about Windows right now if they've improved on that, But based on experience, I was a Windows user for years. And then when I transferred to using a MacBook, I've never had experience in viruses. So that's something that can help you in terms of security. And then use password sharing tools such as LastPass and 1Password. Is there an issue related to banking, finance, and bookkeeping? Any advice to enhance English communication skills? I'm having a hard time. Just practice. Watch a lot of English movies. Read a lot of books. I have I have 20 more questions, but we are very short on time. Let me see. Okay. About social media, do we need a new account or can we use our personal account? Use a new account. Don't use your personal. Always separate your personal from your from your brand, virtual assistant brand. So create a new Instagram account, create a new Facebook page. So it means it's okay to not post your pic in your own profile pic in platforms like LinkedIn. For LinkedIn, it's very important that you post a professional photo for your profile. But for your resume, you don't need to put in your photo there. If you use JobStreet and LinkedIn, you can generate a resume out of your LinkedIn profile. And once you generate a resume on your LinkedIn or your JobStreet, you will see that they don't include your photo. So yeah, don't use photos on your resume. Okay, perfect. So I'll get to the other questions later on. What's this? I'll answer them on videos. Like I'll post them on Facebook and on TikTok as a short form video. I'll answer all of your questions that I have here. So just stand by for that and wait for those videos in the next few days. But let's proceed to, because we are already going to the 1 hour limit for our webinar for today. But this is something that I exclusively created in partnership with CodeGo for this webinar or for this course. We are going to have a raffle for an exclusive roundtable with me. So what is roundtable? I don't usually do one-on-ones, but exclusively for CodeGo, I have one-on-one sessions that are already booked for the month of September. But I still want to open doors for everybody to have a private FaceTime with me. So I decided to create what we call a roundtable. I already have an existing roundtable happening in October. It's the first roundtable for my community, the Executive Virtual Assistant Academy, happening in October, wherein we have 10 slots, which is already fully booked. So I already have 10 people for that roundtable. But I also opened an exclusive roundtable just for CodeGo that's open for 15 people, but that will be 3 sessions of roundtable, meaning there will be 5 people per roundtable. So we will have a raffle for those 15 people to be able to join our roundtable session. But for you to be able to join the roundtable or join the raffle, you just need to enroll in my and CodeGo's online course, which is the full version of this free webinar that we just had. If you're going to enroll today, you will have a 10% discount. Just use the code or use the promo code PAYDAY2024 to save 10% off of our course. And then you will also be included in the raffle for the first, sorry, not raffle. I'm sorry about that. It's not raffle. It will be the first 15 enrollees that will be included in the roundtable that we're going to have. So yeah, scratch off the raffle. It's not a raffle. It's the first 15 enrollees for our online course. But that is if you enroll today, up until midnight today, Philippine time. Okay, so you will be included in our roundtable. So it's an exclusive session with me wherein I will assist you and guide you and answer all of your questions about how to become a virtual assistant, how to improve your profile, how to improve your resume, how to answer interviews, how to apply to an agency, how to look for a direct client. We are all going to talk about that during our roundtable, exclusively for 5 people each. And it's going to be for the first 15 enrollees of our online course. But don't forget to use the code PAYDAY2024 to save 10% off of your enrollment. Perfect. There we have the links in our comment section. So please use those. Please click on that link. And then a lot of people were asking if they can join my Discord channel. All you have to do is, if you are on TikTok, click the link in my bio and the Discord channel link will be there. We also have an exclusive WhatsApp group wherein I communicate with the people within the community. Just click the link in my bio and join the free EVAA community, and then you will automatically be included in our WhatsApp channel. Okay? Oh, Habol, isang question. What's the best niche for HR and benefits? There are a lot of openings right now looking for recruitment VAs or recruiter virtual assistants. So check that out. Where's my phone? Okay, here. Okay. I would like, yes. So if you would like to join WhatsApp, please just click the link in my bio. And the links will be there. I hope you guys learned a lot for our session. So please, if you want a more detailed version of this course, of this free webinar, just check out or enroll in our Introduction to Virtual Assistant Basics. It consists of 44 plus videos. All of those videos I've created personally. All of those are tutorials. It's perfect for beginners. You can access this anytime you want, because you have free lifetime access to this course. It is self-paced, so that's 44 plus videos, tutorial videos. And then you can access it on any device, and you can use all of the different payment options that are on the screen, so you can easily pay for this course. It's raining really hard. I hope you don't hear it, since we do have noise cancelling in our mic. Okay, so I think this course is how much? CodeGo team, how much is the course? Please comment it in our comment section, just to be sure, because I might say the wrong amount. Okay, so again, please use Payday 2024 and save. Oh, there you go, 1,200. Very, very affordable, and then less 10% if you enroll tonight up until midnight. And then the first 15 enrollees will be included in our exclusive roundtable with me. Ayan, so 1,200. If you are not from the Philippines, I think you can enroll. Take note, our course is in English. It's all in English. So if you are not from the Philippines, you can also enroll. Just use your credit card. It's 1,200 pesos. You can convert that. And all of those things. There's a question. Is it different from my course that's 1,700? Yes, it's different, because the 1,700 course that I have is for executive virtual assistant course. This one that we have here is for general virtual assistant. So what's the difference? Yung executive virtual assistant is more complicated. It has some of it are advanced, advanced tutorials. But with the general virtual assistant basics course or introduction to virtual assistant, it's very, very nice for beginners. And also, I created this in partnership with CodeGo, because a lot of people were saying that my course are very expensive, or my executive virtual assistant course is very expensive. But I rarely have sale for that EVA course. That's why I partnered with CodeGo to create a more affordable and more beginner friendly course at 1,200 with less 10% today. Just use the code PAYDAY 2024, and take note, I don't do one-on-ones. I only do exclusive one-on-ones with Code Go plus the additional round tables that we have here. So take note of that. Hello, Jamie. Ikaw lang yung nag-advise sa akin i-try ko ang e-commerce since may background sa online. Ngayon, nag-focus ako doon at nag-apply ako sa mga jobs. Ngayon, unti-unti nang pumapansin. Oh, perfect! That's amazing! Yes, Jamie, I remember you! Oh my God, this is so nice. I remember Jamie during the Get Hired. What's this? Get Hired. Nasa meeting lang ako. Okay. Get Hired job fair, and yes, I told her to do e-commerce. I'm very, very happy that my advice helped you. Ayan, if you want to also get advice, either you can join me on my Discord channel. Okay, perfect. So yeah, I hope you guys enroll. It's 1,200 less 10%. Ayan, may nag-compute na po. It's 1,080. Okay, for all people in Manila who are in the Philippines, in Manila, Marikina City, Quezon City, keep safe and dry because I can hear ang lakas ng ulan. Meron bang recording nito? Yes, there is a recording for this. After this live, in a few minutes, this will be available on my Facebook page so you can rewatch this later. Pwedeng ma-pin yung link. I don't know how to pin. You know, this is the first time that I used this streaming platform. So, unfortunately, I don't know how to pin because this is the first time that I use this streaming app or this streaming software for me to be able to simultaneously go on live both on TikTok and on Facebook. Okay, perfect guys. So if you want to rewatch, this will be available on my Facebook page, and then I will post this also on my YouTube channel. I will also provide the recording with Code Go so you can also watch this on Code Go. So guys, please take advantage of our discount to get to enroll in a more detailed version of this free webinar. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you so much, Code Go, for letting me host this webinar. And keep safe, everyone. Keep dry for those who are in the Philippines. Use Payday 2024 to get 10% off, and I hope to see a lot of you or 15 of you soon because the first 15 enrollees will receive a complimentary seat, diba? At our exclusive roundtable with me, which will be scheduled sometime in September or I want to schedule everything in September for all of the roundtables and one-on-one. There, you have to check out up until 11:59. Yes, Jamie, I remember you. I remember you clearly. Everybody who I met during Get Hired, I really remember clearly. And you were actually the one who really stood out in my memory kasi I was really touched na nasabi mo, you mentioned nga during that time that I was the first one who told you to focus on e-commerce. Doon ko nasabi na, doon ko na-realize na magaling ako magturo at magaling ako nakakatulong talaga ako. That's why na yung mga taong people like you keeps me going and keeps me inspired. So thank you, Jamie, also for being here today. And thank you for our 4,600 viewers still on TikTok. We have 200 on Facebook. Thank you so much. Wow na wow sa viewers. Again, enjoy the rest of your night. We are going to end this live. For your questions, stand by in the next few days. I will be answering the questions that were raised during this free webinar through my TikTok and my Facebook pages. So just wait for that. And then, Thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. For those who are in the Philippines, in Metro Manila, stay safe because it's still raining. And yep, we'll have another live session like this soon so that we can share more knowledge to everyone who are aspiring to become freelancers, remote workers, and VAs. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your night, enjoy your dinner, and have a great weekend. Bye! Weekend na ba? Thursday. I just redesigned our free learning center. So if you want to learn how How to
Thank you.